Here. We are broadcasting the Good morning. Hi. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us and supporting the event. My name is Maya Papamola, and I'm one of the instructional designers in the Academic Technology department. And it's my honor today to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Brian Watson. Brian was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, and he moved to Tampa, Florida to attend the USF in 2003. After graduating from the School of Mass Communication in 2006, he worked at the local Tampa television station, WTTA 38, in master control and creative services. And in 2009, he accepted a position as a video production coordinator for the Seminole Tribe of Florida, where he remained for over 5 years. Ryan earned his Master of Fine Arts in Digital Cinema in 2015. His short documentary, Florida State's First Seminole, received the Audience Choice Award at the 2015 Gasparilla International Film Festival. And his music video for Shalita Gray, Heart Attack, was awarded the Best Music Video at the AS1 Awards. Please give Ryan a warm welcome.
Good. All right. Everyone awake? Yes. All right. I'll catch you sleeping. I'll probably take a picture and make a meeting. All right. So today basically we're going to talk about producing a video resume. Anyone know what a video resume is? Go ahead. Oh, you did not even like it. Okay, I'm leaving. All right. A video resume is basically exactly what it sounds like on a video resume. You talk about yourself on camera, and you do so with energy, with enthusiasm, and a lot of confidence. Okay, it's just basically a way for you to do if I were to use a video resume for myself, I've had my information, everything is electronic now. I've had my information prepared in paper format, and at the bottom I include a link. Okay, that link would be something that a potential employer could click on, and then here goes my YouTube video. Okay, so it's basically again so many people send you paper resumes out, and you're kind of just like a serial number, like you're not a real person. All right, and so you can get lost in that. Now, before we get into some of the other stuff, I want to give you guys a brief sort of motivational speech. Okay, if you have the desire to be good at something, at any skill, camera work, accounting, medical stuff, then you will be good at it. Okay, and you just have to put in the hard work to get there. As long as you keep your expectations within the realm of what is realistic. Okay? If you're 5'3", don't tell me that you can dunk the basketball or 11-foot goal. Like that's just never ever going to happen. All right. So as long as you're realistic with your expectations, you will succeed in whatever craft you decide to take your focus. All right. So don't accept Stephanie will tell you what you can and cannot do. Short little story about me. I started at a junior college, okay, down in Fort Myers before I made it to USF. I took all the standardized tests where they give you that percentage of the likelihood that you'll get an A or B or you'll be able to maintain the C average in college. My likelihood was probably like 30% or something like that. And of course, here I am, a little over 12 years later, graduated from USF with a B average, master's degree with a B plus. And again, like, had I accepted that, oh, it's only a 30% chance that I'm going to do well, and, I probably would have quit, and I wouldn't have achieved all the things that I've been able to achieve thus far. Okay? So keep that in mind no matter where you are in your academic experience right now. Remember that you just have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you'll suffer. And that's at everything. Okay? Because for every slacker, there's a hungry person out there who wants it more than the slacker, and the hungry person will get the job. All right, let's move on. So, visual resumes, okay? Visual presentation on camera is a great tool to sell yourself and a great way to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Like you heard me say before, okay, everyone's sending all these resumes. You got pieces of paper, people lie on their resumes, fabricate things, exaggerate things, okay? And there's really no way to figure out what's going on if you actually hire somebody and you understand, all right, I may have been hired, okay? But if you're able to actually get in front of someone, talk, and come off as a person of good sense, as well as somebody who has confidence in themselves, I mean, your people will remember you, okay, before they even interview. Even if they don't call you in for an interview, the likelihood of them just forgetting who you are by looking at your resume, oh, that's not good. Oh, she has a resume and a link on there, I'm clicking on that, and I look at it. They might go, oh, she's not qualified, but they'll still remember you. And at that stage in the game, that's all you really want, is to be remembered. That way you're not just a number on a piece of paper, just an applicant, 3, 6, 3, 5, 4, whatever that number is. You know what I mean? They'll remember you. Okay? So, again, anyone can write credentials on a piece of paper, but not everyone can get on camera and talk about themselves with some confidence. Okay? So, when it comes to video resumes, you have to practice, practice, practice. And what I mean is that, that doesn't mean you're constantly recording yourself over and over and over. You could just be in the mirror, looking in the mirror and talking to yourself, running down your credentials, whatever the case may be, introducing yourself over and over again to get it right. True story, one of my students, I teach at a lot of schools in the area, in the USW, I'm also at the school of broadcasting. One of my students at the school, the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, is related to a famous wrestler. Anyone know who Bray Wyatt is? Okay. His little sister is one of my students. And she has 2 brothers as well. And one of the things that stands out about each one of them is their ability to talk on a microphone in front of people or on camera and basically get the audience to be interested in them. And so I asked her, I spoke to her a few weeks ago, she sent me some stuff she wanted me to look at, give them some critique, Monday Night Raw was a few weeks ago, and I went. And so I said, your fans, all of you know how to talk to them so well, how did you guys develop that? And she basically said that the 3 of them, in the mirror every single day, talking to themselves, gaining that confidence for them. When it was game time to get in front of a camera, she has a food show that she hosts a couple times a week. Both her brothers in the WWE, they get a lot of airtime because of their ability to talk in front of people, talk on camera. Okay, and all they did to develop that was just look in the mirror and practice. Anyone know who, or maybe the old school in the building, the old school restaurant by the name of IRS? Okay, I'll save that story. That's their dad actually. So like their dad started out in business, and obviously, you know, his passion and desire trickled down to everybody else. All right. So again, practice, practice, practice. All right. You're not going to be able to do this. Just say, oh, you know, I'm gonna make an Instagram, Snapchat video, and edit that together, and that's gonna be my video resume. It doesn't work that way. Okay. That's unprofessional. Okay. So you want to step your game up to the next level. All right. So we're going to look at a couple of examples here. Can we just like some little, and then we'll sort of talk about what the issue is. Here's a bad example.
It's pretty incredible to give you a little bit of butterfly action. You don't know.
Hi, my name is Shelley Cable, and I'm interested in seeking a position in the sales and marketing field. I have extensive marketing, advertising, and sales experience with major educational institutes, such as the Northwestern Technological Institute and Danforth University in Michigan, and more recently as a senior consultant position at the University in Western Ohio. I'm from Troy, Michigan, and went to school at Ferris State University, where I received my bachelor's of science. I wanted to improve my presentation skills, so I decided to attend Howard School of Broadcast Arts, where I received a certificate in broadcasting. I was the outside admissions representative at Danforth University, where I gave presentations regarding university programs and services to Oakland County Schools, Women's Economics Club, and Detroit Chamber of Commerce. Then I had the fortunate experience of spending some time in China, where I taught American culture and English. Let me like that about my job at the First Living, which was my most recent job. Is that I had the opportunity to, again, work with people. Also, it was working with someone and actually giving them a product, such as a home, and being comfortable with the product and the company to know that I'm doing the right thing for each individual. I think the number one quality would be that I'm dependable. A lot of times there are people that don't show up to work or won't go in. You know, she'd say I would be the one that she could call that would step in and step up to the plate. When it comes to a sale, I really don't take no for an answer. I might try to sugarcoat it, I might try to get around it, but no, it's not my vocabulary. I like people, and I think people like me. I tend to fit into any situation that is given to me. One of the most successful points in my career was when I worked with Northwestern Technological Institute, and when I started, our enrollment was not that high, but as the years progressed, I actually ended up leading on a note where I actually increased enrollment by 30%, which is something I'm very proud of.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the issues. Somebody tell me one problem you think is going on in the video. But in the back. Okay. Someone else? Very good point. Hold on to that thought. We're going to get to that. Something else. Yes.
You never mentioned what you would be able to do for your phone.
Okay.
Between music and the moving pictures, it seems more like she's putting on a performance than actually like doing it.
Okay. Any other observations? There's one key thing that everyone sort of missed. Go ahead. Yeah, but that's human nature. No big deal. There's something else. Everybody knows. Going once, going twice. Go ahead. I didn't notice that. Okay, this is too long. All right, this is way too long. I watched this when I was preparing this presentation. I watched this and I saw the bulk. I don't want to hear someone sit up for 2 minutes and talk about themselves over and over and over and over and over. Like, we don't want to hear that, okay? That's a problem, all right? No eye contact, clearly reading, and there ain't no teleprompter there, right? We got cue cards underneath the camera, or to the left or the right. Looks like it's to the left, because our eyes always sort of seem to be going down there. That's what we don't want to do, okay? You don't want to read. When it comes all scripted, it's artificial, okay? Like you're not actually, like you don't want to be there. Like you're uncomfortable with yourself. And if you're not comfortable with yourself in front of a potential employer, why would that person hire you? Everyone got that? Okay? Maintaining eye contact is very annoying to people if you can't look them in the eyes. All right? So keep that in mind as well. So this is something, if someone sent me that, I wouldn't give them a job. Because I'd say they might get some constructive feedback like this is too long and you're not making eye contact just to help you out the next time. But I wouldn't give this person a job because of this. Okay? In addition to the fact that it's way too long. All right? With these video presentations, you want to keep it to about 45 to 60 seconds. Okay? Everything after that is overkill. Unless you were given specifications from your potential employer, send us a 2-minute video about yourself. At that point, that's when you do it. But if they're telling, if you're just doing this something extra to sweeten your resume a little bit, then you don't want to do this. All right. Let's see a good example. All right. Here's good.
Writing a resume is not easy. Finding the right words, using the right examples. Hi, my name is Emily Rose Doty. I'm looking for a full-time surgery worker position. I feel my personality would be best utilized in this position because I'm extremely outgoing, I'm very driven, and I have an amazing work ethic. Well, I'm currently a branch manager for Wells Fargo Financial, which is the consumer lending division of Wells Fargo Bank. I manage 10 employees, and 3 out of my 4 assistant managers have taken promoted to management level in only 1 year, which will maybe about a 2 to 3 year period. In my first year as a sales manager, I received the Quarterback of the Year award. On the regional level, I also received Special Performer nominee. As far as branch production, we also received Branch of the Year, all within the same year. My branch actually tells me that I would run through a brick wall because it's not done. If you're looking to increase sales production, develop your employees, and retain them, I'm the person for the job.
All right. Everyone see the difference? Straight to the point. All right. We're not rambling on and on about ourselves. We're not showing pictures of us.
From the beginning, clear?
You know what I mean? That's just, you don't want to overdo it. All right. People who are hiring are very busy and they don't have time to listen to everybody. That's why they don't bring everybody into the interview. Okay. So now, right here, big point of emphasis. People can tell when you are reading, it disconnects you from your interview or audience. Okay? Don't do it. All right? You should practice. You want to memorize it, even if you're doing that. It's kind of like, you don't want to, you want those people like, oh yeah, and I went to, I studied abroad in London. Okay, again, that's stuff that you want to leave out there, right? So now, how do we shoot it? All right. If you notice, one of the things in the second version, the good example, we saw 2 different kinds of shots. We saw a medium shot and we saw a close-up shot. Cinematically speaking, it's something that sort of goes unnoticed by the audience, but it is something that we, as I study film, we harp on this extensively. When something is important, what kind of shot do we use? A close-up, exactly. So when we're shooting a visual resume there, when we're talking about something that is important that we want everyone to pay attention to, what kind of shot are we going to use? A close-up, exactly. So We're having some difficulties with the camera here, but fortunately I have you can do these on your cell phone, and we're going to do that. I will need a volunteer. The young lady right up front, who's turn her head away, get a volunteer. All right, but before I bring you up here, I want to say a few things, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it is a wise idea to get into the business of trying of shooting videos with your cell phone as if that is the professional way to do it. All right. If you want to get into the profession of making videos, you can get something like that. All right. Cell phone videos are okay, but you just have to understand the difference between the two. It would be irresponsible for you to sit here as a professional in this industry to tell you that look, this, you can make a lot of money making videos with your phone. And there are people who do that, but that kind of waters down the market for the people that know how to use a professional camera. A phone doesn't have all the manual functions that a professional camera has. Okay, with a phone, you basically get what you get when you get out. Now, sometimes if someone were to ask you to send them a video, something like that, and you say, "Oh, I don't have a camera. Can I use the phone?" And they'll probably say, "Sure." Okay, as long as the phone's up to date, iPhone 6 or better, something like that. Okay, so you can't don't try to pass off phone video as professional video. Everyone got that? All right, that's just wrong. All right, second, when you're shooting these things, you have to pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, far too many times I see folks on Facebook, you know, particularly Facebook, and they're shooting these videos and they want to call themselves hosting their own show or whatever the case may be, and they got all kinds of crap in the background. All right, I saw one guy, he was trying to host a fitness video, and he basically just had like, you know, it was in the hallway of his house, and it was, I could see like his son had like a orange Spider-Man basketball hoop hanging from the closet door, and he's sitting there trying to host and be serious, and I'm like, dude, I'm looking at the basketball hoop. Okay, so we want to minimize these distractions that could possibly be, you know, things that the person watching your video is going to be like, oh, look, cool thing there, and they're not listening to what you have to say. Okay, so we want to make sure we pay attention to that. If you notice in both of these examples, all right, there was nothing but a white background behind both of them. There's no room for you to even think about getting distracted. So before you get ready to shoot something like this, you need to pay attention to your environment and make sure that you're not going to have stuff in the background. Everyone got that? Okay. Second thing to pay attention to is lighting. In the video professional world, we call it exposure. Okay, but the bottom line is this. You have to have light on the subject if you want to be able to see. Okay, and if we can't see them, we'll be focused on, well, I can't see who's that, and we're not listening to what that person is saying. So the audio side and the visual side, they go hand in hand. All right, you have to have that light hitting you in the face. So don't try to be cute and say, oh, look, I got an apartment downtown, right? I want my scenery, my overlooking of the city to be in my background while I'm doing my presentation. Guess what? That sun will overpower whatever light you have in that apartment, and you'll be backlit. It'll be a shadow. It'll look like crap, and you won't be able to use it. Okay? So again, these are basic principles that you have to pay attention to. If I was to start doing something right now, I'd probably, you know, based on my skin complexion, it wouldn't really be a good idea since I don't have professional lighting. It would be a good idea for me to get in front of the whiteboard here because the whiteboard is brighter than me. Okay, and then obviously what would happen, because we're working off of a cell phone here, the cell phone doesn't have manual functions like a professional camera. The cell phone is automatically going to focus on the brightest thing in that frame. Okay, so in my situation, the brightest thing in the frame is going to be the whiteboard behind me. And then guess what? It looks like crap, and I can't use it. Okay, so these are all small details that you have to pay attention to when you are making these videos. Okay, third thing, audio. All right. If audio is messed up, it's like, who cares? Okay. Uh, so many times I watch people's videos and they're so focused on getting good images, they don't pay any attention to the audio, and it sounds like crap. Then you just have to turn it off. Okay. So when you're doing this, obviously you want to make sure the kids in the house are quiet. All right. You don't want to be there in the airport doing this. You just have to use common sense. And contrary to what you probably think, that well, that's common sense. I teach and I give people who are trying to come up specifically for TV, broadcasting, and film these kind of instructions, and I still get people who shoot like right next to a video and all that stuff. You don't have professional equipment. You want to do it with your phone. No big deal. Use some common sense. People don't do it. Okay. So again, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to those things. So once again, that's visual distractions. Stay away from them. Okay, stuff in the background. You don't want to have that. Second thing, proper lighting, proper exposure. All right. Third thing, good audio. All right. So now we will have our young lady coming up here. Give her a hand for it. All right. And we're basically going to shoot this real quick and edit it on to put it on the YouTube real quick. Or you want to share it. Unless you want to. All right. Lights, please. Okay. I think we're in good shape. So, all right. Yeah, you can see over here. Okay, so this is how we shoot this. All right, if you're doing it by yourself, ideally, I don't recommend you do it by yourself because it's too much to think about. Again, it's cell phone video. If you have a friend that can actually sort of coach you and sit there and hold the camera for you, remind you of things that's going on, definitely out that. Okay. I apologize about that. So we said the two shots that we're using is a medium shot and a close-up. Okay. What that means is this: you run through your entire presentation at a medium shot, then you do it again at a close-up. You don't run through half of it at a medium and then say, "Oh, this is the important part. Let me get a close-up." That's not how it works. Okay. You run through the whole thing medium, the whole thing close-up, because you may not like how it looks. When you go to close-up in certain parts, you may think you may be evaluated later on. You know what, maybe I shouldn't put extra emphasis on that. I should probably switch it. You know what I mean? You have those kind of options with it. So you don't want to handicap yourself into a situation where you don't have the shots that you need to pull this off. All right? Just record everything at two different shots. So here's what we're going to do here. All right. So let's start a little bit here. Tell me about you, who you are, and where you're from. All right. Okay. Key thing here: good posture, hands out of pockets. All right. Remember, engage your audience with the right movement. All right. Who you are and where you're from. Let's start with that. Ready, go. All right, let's do that one more time. Are you sweating up here already? Okay, great. Good. That means you're doing it right. All right. One more time from the top. A little more energy. A little more enthusiasm. All right. Okay. Here we go. In three. In 3, 2, 1.
My name is Lauren. I am from Florida. I am a student at PHSC and I graduated this December.
Very good. Okay. So now, what we're going to do here, this is sort of a medium shot here. We got, sort of waist up, that's medium. We're going to go in a little bit closer here. We're going to go through the whole thing, all right? And then at the end of it, you're going to tell me what the concentration is. What did you make? Let's just pretend it's psychology. Ready to go.
My name is Lauren. I am from Florida. I'm a student at PHSC. I graduated this December with my psychology degree.
Cool. We're going to do it one more time. This is etiquette here, all right? Always hold a smile into the camera. Don't look away right away. I know you get a little bit nervous and you're like, oh my God, this is be open. So you're talking, you're focused on getting your lines right, but you forget that you want to hold that pause there. If you look away too soon, it's like, oh, that was rehearsed. Okay, so you always want to hold that smile into the camera for about 5 seconds after you say what you're about to say. Okay? Everyone got that? Let's do that one more time and just hold that smile into the camera, right? Ready, go.
My name is Lauren. I'm from Florida. I am a student here at PHSC. I'm graduating this December with my psychology degree.
All right. You can have a seat, give her a hand. All right, now everyone in here should know how to extract video from their phone and put it onto the computer, right? Everyone knows how to do that? Okay, good. Congratulations. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take this footage here and I'm basically just going to chop it up real simple. Start with her opening line there, and then right at the point where she's going to address her current academic progress, that's when we're going to go to the book. All right? While we're sitting here waiting for this to upload, anyone in here with an interest in video production or something? No? So sad. Okay, we got one. Very good. That's life. No. What we do is we basically send our like highlights, very little shots, short film, documentary, videos, all that blended together. And we send that to So what we're gonna do now is upload the two clips. We'll just bring them together. So there's no sound. You can just come back. Okay, again, I want to emphasize that when it comes to doing this video editing stuff on the professional level, we don't want to necessarily use the YouTube editor. Okay, we want to get closer to a professional app, Premiere, even Final Cut, stuff like that. That is the appropriate software to edit video. Okay, anyone got like sort of a video editing app on their phone? No one has like a, you crop your video, stuff like that. There's a ton of these things out there. Probably a whole lot easier than actually, trying to purchase some software. So in any event, let's just go to YouTube. All right, you just search YouTube video editor right here. Click on it, and then you just have the option of dragging the video into this area right here. Okay, all this stuff here is, this is some of the stuff with my clients. Got some test demos in here, hard stuff as well. And all I really can do is just drag it right there. And then once it's on here, we got a guy who's playing, running some track. All right, got that in slow motion. 12 seconds, right? I click right next to it, okay? And then I can go ahead and drag something else right next to it. So I'll drag that in there as well. All right. So let's go. Everyone see what's happening here? I'm just dragging these clips into this spot here. Okay. Then from here, you have the option of being able to shorten these things or lengthen them. Everyone see how I'm sort of dragging it? So now what's happening is from this point on here, if I were to highlight both of these, we'll have the guy running the track and he's going to do a long jump. Okay. And then immediately after he's done, she's going to come on here. And that works either way. That works with any kind of video that you're doing, right? I apologize for the delay. Okay. There. All right. Here's our footage right here, right? download these. Again, this is not something that you want to that you can do in probably like 5 minutes. Video editing is something that takes takes a little while to do it. All right, let me go back here. Project. All right, here we go. There she is. All right, so now it's in the auto quality because it's still processing. But whenever you're doing these things, you want to make sure you're at 1080i. Okay. Don't shoot your video resume horizontally or vertically. Nobody watches TV like this. Okay, so always make sure that you have it like that. All right. A lot of people make this mistake. They're comfortable for them, but we ideally want to have it like this. All right. So now. All right. Here we go. Not very. So I'm gonna take this part right here, drag it on there, right? Get some audio so we can hear what we're listening to here. Starts about right here. Can I get some more volume? Starts at about 5 seconds, so we'll start it right there. All right. I want to make sure I cut it before I start talking. Tell them very good. All right, stop right there. Cut this down. Clear it. All right, still too long. Let's take it down. Right here. All right. So that's good for there. Let's go and grab the close-up. Three. All right, here's our first step. Right there, about 7 seconds, where she says, "I'm graduating with my psychology degree." That's where you want to cut it. All right, we'll cut it right after the thumbs up. All right. Here, you can drag some music in there if you like, whatever you want. Obviously, you don't want to put your favorite song underneath there for a job. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you do something instrumental. All right. So let's see how this looks. It might not be perfect, but you'll still get the idea of what we're talking about. All right. Video is processing. Sit tight. Shouldn't take long. It's only about 12 seconds. So everyone see the concept here. Wide, medium shot to open, close up on the important stuff. All right. You never want to jar your audience by starting with the close up. That's kind of like, whoa, like you're invading somebody's personal space. You want to give somebody an opportunity to see you from a distance before you go, "Hi, how are you?" Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing that. All right. Again, this stuff takes practice. You're not going to be able to do it just by listening to me for what, an hour we've been in here. All right, you're going to have to go home and practice, practice, practice. That's how you get better at this stuff. All right. There we go. Everyone see that? Start wide, then we go close. Everyone see that? Yes, they see. Graduating, close up, psychology degree, so I can so forth. Everyone see that? It's that simple. Okay, obviously. That's not my video. I didn't do that. So there you have it. All right. Obviously, you're going to do something a little bit longer than that. Okay, but that is the rhythm of it all. Okay. Medium shot, close up. You don't have to stay on the close up the whole time once you go there. You can sort of back it up. You sort of flip flop between both. But that's why it's imperative for you to go through your entire presentation and go to shot size, the medium shot as well as the close up. All right, that way you have options. You don't want to handicap yourself by just doing these little sections. Like, oh, this part on the medium, this part on the close up. It doesn't work that way. All right, everyone sort of got an idea of what we're talking about here. All right, so that's pretty much all I have today. If you want to connect with me, don't watch this video. That will distract you from the quality of my work. All right. All right. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, RyWatch810. That's where you can connect with me, see some of my videos free to look me up. I do follow people. That's all I
Okay, guys, if you haven't turned in your lovely little tickets that you got when you signed in, can you do so really quick right now for me? Has everybody gotten theirs in or no? Make sure you guys turn in the hats with your names on them. Josh, children. Josh. Rachel Mayer. Rachel Mayer. Motion comment. Sarah. I can't pronounce this last name. It starts with H. Sarah. Yay!